Hello and welcome back to my channel, Flora Lily Birth School. My name is Ruth and I am a certified hypnobirthing instructor and very busy mum of 3. In today's video, I am going to be diving into one of the most important tools that you can learn during your pregnancy, that you can use throughout pregnancy, but most importantly, during your labour and birth. This is a really vital tool for you to learn and understand so that you know how to make empowered, informed choices during your labour and birth. There are a lot of things that can play out during birth. We know that it can be very unpredictable, and particularly if you are birthing in hospital, there are policies that they follow, general policies, and things can be offered to you that are offered to everybody routinely, and interventions can occur quite often. So this tool is about taking control of your labour and birth, making sure that these routine things that occur are your own choice, and that you know how to question things and that you know how to make decisions, sometimes when you're put on the spot as well. So the tool I am referring to is the decision-making acronym BRAINS. So if you've never heard of BRAINS before, don't worry. By the end of this video, you will fully understand what BRAINS is, how to use it. And this one is also a really great tool for your birthing partners as well, because it's something that you can use together. It gets your birthing partner also involved in decision making. And if at any point your birthing partner needs to advocate for you or speak on your behalf, they will also understand and know how to use this tool confidently as well. So BRAINS stands for benefits, risks, alternatives, intuition, nothing, staying calm and smiling. So this tool is there to help you and your birthing partner to just slow down, think clearly when presented with options or time limiting decisions. It can help you go through the process of understanding what is being presented to you, being able to have open discussions, knowing what to ask, and knowing how then to come to a decision with a clear and calm mind. BRAINS is there to empower you so that you can make decisions that align with your priorities and your values, and decisions that also align with discussions that you've already had with your birthing partner and birthing preferences that you've already written down that align with your birth plan and the things that you want. In a birth setting, BRAINS can help you to feel in control, particularly when unexpected situations arise. It also ensures that you are part of the decision making and that you're not just a bystander at your own birth. Sometimes things can just happen to us, or they're just done to us during birth. So it's really important that you are part of the process and you are part of the decision making. Having this tool in your back pocket also helps you to remain calm. When you're faced with important decision making and you don't know what to do, this can really help you to kind of keep it together, keep in control, and not let those stress hormones creep in, those stress hormones that we're trying to keep at bay. It can help to continue the flow of oxytocin. So let's put BRAINS into action. Let's bring it to life by using an example. Let's imagine that you're in labour and your care provider comes to you and starts suggesting that we should start trying to speed things along, and they suggest that they break your waters. So you can use BRAINS with your birthing partner to evaluate this suggestion and to see if it is the right choice for you and your baby to move forward. So benefits, you would ask, what are the benefits of having my waters broken at this point? Perhaps, it could move your labour along, but really find out the benefits of why they're suggesting this to you. Once you have all that information, then you want to know the risks of having your waters broken. What are the risks of having this procedure? If I have my waters broken, it could potentially mean a more intense labour, or it could mean perhaps a risk of infection. What are the alternatives to having my waters broken? Is there something else I could do to move things along? Could I perhaps change positions or go for a walk or just do something different? With all the information that you're gathering from your care provider, what is your intuition telling you? What's your gut telling you that you should do at this point of time? What about if you ask if you can do nothing? Try and put a time frame on that. So perhaps you might want some more time just to think about it, or you might just want some more time to perhaps try some of your other hypnobirthing tools that you've got, or just try something different to try and move things along. So you could say to your care provider, what if we do nothing for, let's say, an hour, and then come back together and have this discussion again and see where we're at? And finally, staying calm and smiling. Those two things are going to help you to think with a clear head. If you remain calm, it will really help with your decision making. Mindset is everything, and having a positive and clear mindset will help you to ask the questions that you want to ask, get the answers that you need, and have a discussion with your partner and make a decision about how you want to move forward, rather than panicking and stressing and saying, I just don't know what to do. So using brains can make all the difference. Here's another example. Let's say that you are towards the end of your pregnancy and your care provider starts talking to you about induction because you've gone past your due date. Bearing in mind that all due dates are estimated. So they're suggesting to you, perhaps we should get you booked in for induction. We've gone past 40 weeks. You could then have a discussion with your care provider using brains. So at this point, let's say we are 40 weeks and 5 days. What are the benefits at this stage of my pregnancy of having an induction? What are the risks of having an induction? They might talk to you about how an induction can lead to a cascade of interventions. What are the alternatives to having an induction? Could I try some natural induction methods at home? Perhaps you'd like to be given the opportunity to get a bit more further along. Perhaps you want to make it to 41 weeks or 41 plus 3 days. Give yourself a limit of what you want to get to, and then perhaps talk about induction. Come back to this discussion, but perhaps there are other things that you can do at home. You know, the usual things that we talk about, having sex or having a curry or eating pineapple, things that may not necessarily work, but can make you feel good and can get that oxytocin flowing. Then what does your instinct tell you? What's your gut telling you at that point in time with this induction being offered? With the risks and benefits that have been given to you, how do you feel about it? Perhaps you even want to go away and know more about induction. Perhaps you don't feel confident that you know fully the process and what it entails. And never feel like you have to be put on the spot for a decision either. Ask for time to go and think about it. Which leads on to nothing. What if I do nothing for just a few more days? Can you give me 5 more days? Can I have 1 more week? And see if my body can naturally go into labour by itself. And of course, finally, smiling and staying calm. When you're faced with the unknown and not knowing what to do and what's coming next, decision making is so much easier when you are feeling calm, in control and confident. So the beauty of brains is that it can be used to make any decision, big or small, whether you're deciding where to give birth, or if you're sitting down and trying to decide on your birth preferences. And of course, with any twists and turns and unexpected circumstances that occur during your labour and birth. If you're unsure to the answer of something, or if you're having trouble making any kind of decision on the spot and you're feeling pressure, take a moment, take a breath and go through that process of brains to ensure that you are making a completely informed decision that is your own. And remember, every birth is unique. There is no wrong or right answer. It's just what is right for you and your baby. And you and your birth partner need to come to those decisions together as a team. It will really help you to navigate those unexpected circumstances that might arise. And we don't always want the care providers to just jump in and automatically do what they always do without having a conversation with you, without giving you all the information. Sometimes when we go into labour and birth, we just allow things to happen to us. We just allow birth to happen to us. We allow care providers to take over because we believe it's a medical event. And if it's a medical event, they know best and they will make the right decisions for us. And that isn't always the case. So please make sure that you put this into practice. Use it during your pregnancy to get confident with asking questions and to get confident with decision making. Make sure that your birth partner also understands this tool so that they know also how to ask questions and they know how to get involved with decision making and they know how to have open conversations with you when you're trying to make really important decisions. I hope you found this video useful and I hope that you'll find the tool of brains really helpful during your labour and birth as well, so that you can navigate birth and make those decisions and make sure that they are your own. If you did find this helpful, please do give this video a thumbs up. I'm trying to reach as many pregnant people as I possibly can to help them have confident and empowered journeys as they go into their labour and births. If you want more hypnobirthing tips, advice and tools, then make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss any of my future content. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.